What happens when you take zombies, Christmas, and high school and throw it all into a musical? Possibly one of the most fun horror musicals I've ever seen. 2017's Anna and the Apocalypse takes what Shaun of the Dead did with comedy and zombies and added catchy songs and a pretty good story, all set during Christmas. Directed by John McPhail, written by Alan McDonald and the late Ryan McHenry. Starring Ella Hunt, Malcolm Cumming, Sarah Swire, Christopher Leveaux, Marli Sue, Ben Wiggins, Mark Benton, and Kaye. I bought this at the Dollar Tree, thinking it was just going to be another low-budget movie that could be goofy and fun. When I started watching it, and the first number started, I took a double take. Nowhere on the DVD did it say that it was a musical. And I'm going to say this up front. If you don't like musicals, you probably won't like this. On the surface, it reminded me of the Buffy episode Once More with Feeling in Season 6, minus the demon spell, and instead it's The Walking Dead the heroes must battle. What really brings this movie together is the casting. Even the few characters that are supposed to be unlikable are actually really good characters. Ella Hunt, who plays Anna, is a great lead. She's relatable and definitely likable. You want to see her make it to the end. Hunt has recently released 2 singles in 2020 and an EP titled Triptych in 2021. Malcolm Cumming, who plays John, Anna's best friend, and while he spends most of the film pining for her, he doesn't fall into the trap of being the ducky of the film. It's written well enough to where he's not unlikable, and the way Cumming portrays him, he doesn't become the sappy, wannabe love interest. Sarah Swire, who plays Steph, also doubled as a choreographer for the film. As an actor, she's great. Steph is probably one of the characters that stands out the most to me, and I attribute that to her performance. And with my limited knowledge of choreography, it all looked really good. The dance sequences were fun, and I think she did an amazing job. Christopher Leveaux and Marli Sue played Chris and Lisa, a couple that are separated when the apocalypse hits. And Chris, along with Anna, John, and Steph, try to reach the school where Lisa is watching over Chris's grandmother. Ben Wiggins is definitely a standout to me on this film. He plays Nick, Anna's ex. And the first time watching through this, I didn't really like the character. I thought Wiggins did a fair job and all, but Nick seemed like he was just a lame jock character. But after I revisited the movie, he stood out more. He's got a great story arc, as he just starts out as the jock that picks on those he finds lesser than him, and he has growth throughout the film. Kaye plays Mr. Savage, and it's amazing. Kaye's career has so many hits: Game of Thrones, Afterlife, Doctor Who, and the character is great. He starts out as a sniveling wannabe headmaster, turns almost into the villain human character. Mark Benton plays Tony, Anna's father, and the janitor at the high school. Benton has quite a career in British film and TV as well, including Doctor Who, Shakespeare and Hathaway, Private Investigators, and more recently, the Cyrano film starring Peter Dinklage. Another thing I find great about the movie is, even though it's called Anna and the Apocalypse, each character gets their moment. At one point, Anna does become the heroine, but it feels like it's not only about her. As far as the music goes, the numbers are great, and the regular story parts are just as interesting. The only thing I really found annoying, but it's also a sign of the good music, is that the few of the songs were stuck in my head for days after watching. The music and lyrics were done by Roddy Hart and Tommy Riley, and they wrote some really catchy songs. And each one fits into the movie without ruining the flow of the story. I wish I could find what the budget was for the movie. It's not really that important, but it doesn't really feel like a low-budget flick. I read an article where Sarah Swire said it was an indie-budget film, but it looks so good. The practical effects are also really great. Everything from the zombie makeup to the costumes are all high quality. And you could tell that everyone involved was actually into making the movie. It comes across on screen. And even if you take all the musical stuff out, it's still a fun story. Overall, I think this is a great movie for Christmas. It's filled with catchy songs, crazy bloody zombie fights, and some really good characters. While it does fall into the trap that most of the actors are playing teenagers, they do look older than what they should be. And that's really the only negative I can give it. I watched this a few times for this review, and I just kept getting reinvested in the movie, and that's how good it is. But again, I'll say, if you're not into musicals, you probably won't like this too much. But I have to recommend it regardless. There may be parts that you actually do like. There's plenty of horror and comedy in it. Did you see this film? Did you like it? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and maybe throw us a like. Thanks.
Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, check out one of these videos.